What the fuck you use this one?
Open it up. Put your fingers in. There you go.
Oh. So I don't wanna cut like that.
Yeah, you want to leave like at least half the cup.
Yeah. 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 But it doesn't. They didn't give you a hard time to do the oil change now. All right, you could just take it back to there then every 5,000 whatever.
Be on a friggin' emergency.
All right, so we're doing On the Road episode 3.
Hold on. All right, yeah, I'll get it going. Talk to you later.
Apparently we're being told to hold on. And we're doing a quick little thing with the Arista Chico Maduros. Just doing a little road trip here. So we're gonna hit the highway and talk some shit and smoke Arista.
Parts car, did a little drive to go pick it up,
and it's been a mission. All right, we're good. Keep it straight. Straight. That was fucking sketchy.
What the hell?
That was fucking sketchy. So, since we're road tripping, road trip music. You get on for a long road trip. What do you listen to?
I just have a mix of everything, to be honest.
I honestly listen to. It depends. If I'm like really hyper, I'll listen to like blues and shit like that to calm me down. Blues or jazz.
Hip hop, R&B. And the piano.
If I'm like
anything.
Yeah, if I'm vibing, I'll listen to hip hop.
Drum and bass.
Lighter music.
I like electronic. I like a deep house, like chill.
Yeah, like trance music.
Speaking of fucking hip hop, I gotta get this off my chest. What the fuck is wrong with Jim Jones?
I got a hell of a catalog. Me, Jim Jones, myself. Gold records, platinum records, gold albums, platinum albums. No, me, Jim Jones. No diplomats, no nobody else. Me, Jim Jones. Check my track record, then check everybody else's track record. Then go to the billboards and check all my entries, then check all them niggas' entries and shit like that. And I'm not taking nothing away from nobody, but I hear the comparisons and the niggas be trying to act funny when it comes. No, I've been spanking a lot of this shit. I'm talking about the industry. I've been putting on. So let's not get into that where we get into numbers and I gotta show you the statistics of what I've done. You heard to what other people was done. You heard them. If you want to go to the billboard entries, pull up Nas billboard entries, then pull up my billboard entries.
Saying he's better than Nas.
Did you see what he actually
Is that what he said?
So look at the track records and whatever.
No, it gets worse. He said, nobody's done for Nas what I'm doing for him right now. He's never been as viral as this.
That's what he thinks?
That's what he fucking said.
Whoa.
Nah, everybody's saying that he's tripping.
I think he's never been as viral as he is right now.
He's been viral for a lot of bullshit.
Jim Jones and Joe Budden. Those two. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, this dude, everything he's fucking saying is just pure cringy right person have I seen that's been like, yeah, you're on to something.
Are you serious?
Those guys are just washed up at this point.
Even for example, musically, they're not even on the same level.
Yeah.
Business-wise, they're nowhere close. Look at all the business adventures that fucking Nas has come into.
Exactly.
He's got his own online casino thing.
Listen, the only reason why he's doing this is so Nas to talk some shit about him. Because there's no bad publicity, right?
But Nas is doing the proper thing and not saying a fucking word.
That's what he should be doing.
You know who's fighting the battle for him? The internet.
It's the same thing when everybody goes after Eminem. Eminem doesn't say shit, right? Because you don't want to give them clout. That's just wild. It's just wild.
It's crazy that he would. How did that even come up?
Like, he made 1, 2 good tracks back in the day, but Nas is Nas, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I don't want to say he's a one. I don't get it. Nas' music will transcend time, you know what I mean? Like how Biggie and Tupac and those guys are.
I've never been sitting around being like, you know what I want to listen to right now? Jim Jones.
Exactly.
Never.
We predicted a lot of shit.
Yeah, it's fucking.
We're all gonna live in the sewers one day with our muscle cars.
Even iRobot. I watched that again. I was like,
Yep, Hollywood is calling it, or Hollywood's making it happen.
making the robot self-aware, and it's like, well, there's never gonna be a problem with that.
Like what me and Shay was talking about this morning, all those crazy AI videos now. It's getting harder and harder to tell if it's fake or not.
You don't know what to believe anymore.
Yeah. And the other thing too is they're using those AI videos so low key be racist and shit like that.
Low key. I see one the other day. I was like, really?
They just post them up on like fake accounts and shit like that.
Yeah.
Nobody can trace it back.
The problem with the shit, if they want to get you on something, now they can make you there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they could just create that, oh, you shot somebody? Yeah, you were there. See, that's you shooting. Done. You're done.
Yeah.
And the system's so corrupt, the judge will be like, yeah, okay, boom. Life sentence. AI is a dangerous thing. It's like those fucking phone calls that people call.
Voice. Any
And
voice.
they're just trying to get you to record your voice. So if I pick up my phone, I don't say nothing until I hear somebody else.
I just don't answer. If they don't have caller ID, I don't answer.
I don't know it. Send me a text.
And if the odd time that I do answer, I don't say shit. I wait for them to say something. 9 times out of 10, they just hang up there and call ends.
Technology makes stuff easier, but then if you rely on it too much, it's a problem.
It's a bittersweet type of thing.
We can eliminate so much jobs. Why do we need you to do anything? So like customer service and stuff.
Oh, all those guys
Before I
are.
called the other day, and I was like, it basically wants you to go through the automated before you get to a person. Like,
All those jobs.
They're sitting there pushing 0.
But that's the thing, is they want people on a universal income. So essentially you just exist. Here's what you get a month. And that's it.
right, I got to break the 20-minute mark. And when my mom was alive, we couldn't do it because she needed to stop and move around and stuff like that. But with me and Kale, I was like, all right, you're driving now and I'm going to drive in tonight. And that's what we did. So during the daytime, I tell him, yo, just do 70. Stop for gas. We buy snacks. Right? And then in the nighttime when he's asleep, I just run it. At some points, allegedly, I was, yeah, let's just say, yeah. Being the trucks. And that's the trick. You got to stick with the trucks. When you see a truck spinning, you know it's good to go. And you never do it by yourself. Never, ever be on those intersections speeding by yourself. But it's hard. You start falling asleep.
You just see open road, like.
Yeah. And then like your boy will be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna stay up with you, and then 2 seconds later he's snoring. Another man, you know, that dude could have rapped, that guy had good flow. So much could have been done.
When fucking Uncle Phil died, I was like, oh, there goes a piece of my childhood.
Yeah. Uncle Phil was the best. And then I used to love Family Matters, Steve Urkel.
Yo, you know Uncle Phil was the voice of Shredder on...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I make me watch old cartoons.
Yeah.
And when I was watching, I said, hold on a second. I was like, is that Uncle Phil's voice? Like,
Isn't it wild when
and once you
watch,
hear it, you can't unhear it no more.
Isn't it wild when you watch like old cartoons and you realize, wait a minute, I know this dude.
And you watch them and see there's no bullshit in there trying to program the kids. Or, like G.I. Joe, always has a positive message for the
Yeah.
kids in it. Now, what they have from Sesame Street, what's his name? The Fraggle Rock guy.
Oh, I don't know. All I know from Sesame Street is like Elmo and Cookie Monster.
So, yeah,
Big Bird.
yeah, that big nose.
Oh, that.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Snuffle
No, not Snuffleupagus. He's like short and has a nose that's like
Gonzo?
Gonzo. Yes, Gonzo.
That's not Sesame Street. That's
Muppets.
yeah, Muppets.
It's two Muppets.
Yeah.
Yes, Muppets. Okay. So there's a newer, like, modern one. So they're like, they had like an episode like Cinderella.
Oh no.
So they're like, oh, like there was a beautiful whatever in a dress, like, and she just left her shoe and whatever. My man Gonzo walks up, takes the shoe, and was like, that princess that you guys were talking about was really me.
What?
We're like, why didn't you tell us? Oh, because I was afraid of how you guys were, like, when he took the shoe, all of a sudden he's wearing a dress, hair is purple, like, makeup.
They did my boy that?
Oh, I was afraid of what you guys would think and whatever. Oh, it's okay, if that's how you feel, whatever. I said, what the?
Listen, if you want to put that in an adult fucking show,
That's a different story.
different story. But to push the shit on kids before the kids even know what any sexual identity is,
Yep.
Yeah.
that's pre-programmed.
Yep.
Leave the fucking kids alone. If they want to be gay as fuck when they're an adult, let them decide that when they're older.
That's fucked up. You know what?
Apparently Peppa Pig is like fucking,
Huh?
I know that, yeah, watch what she used to, not anymore.
yeah.
And that Peppa Pig is rude to the parents. You know? If you watch it, you're like, oh, who's this kid talking to? That's why you watch it.
100%.
What, are you 10 years old and the first time you see titties?
But I never watched like a full episode. Like it says whatever the reels show me on YouTube.
Just long enough to rub one out, eh?
Yeah, Skippy.
Full episode, yeah, right.
Talk dirty to me, then you fast forward to it.
minute and a half.
Hey, when you say talk dirty to me, you fast forward to where she's like, ay, ay, ay.
You know, he's all into the AI shit. He's gonna start creating himself with Sophia.
What happened?
So you're gonna make an AI porn video of you and her.
Oh, damn, Skippy, you gotta cash in on that shit, bro. Make up a hot AI girl, start up an OnlyFans. Just tell AI, stuck under the bed.
I see they had that shit too, like.
Yeah. start treating them like kids and shit like that.
But-
It's gonna happen.
Okay, if you're not good with women or whatever the case is, right? And you do the AI girl, why don't you just go to a rub and tug?
Pay for a real one.
It's
But pretty soon you'll at the Robotalk you'll have those Robotalk bots. You see those sex bots and shit like that, bro? They're wild.
I can't say I've seen it.
I saw it wasn't a part of that same convention where they showed off that robot dog. What's that one? Boston. Just
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Most of the technology you think it's military driving it. No, it's not. It's the adult industry. It's like the main customer. Right? Because you think about it from a business owner, there goes all your liabilities. No one can sue you for anything.
Box this thing in its face, do all type of stupid shit.
Right?
No problem.
And then even if you sell like a couple of the bots, you're making all that money. We're going to that future where it's going to be more hands-off. Look at the next war that's coming up. It isn't going to be soldiers. It isn't going to be fighter jets. It's going to be
Who's the
drones.
best robots?
It's all going to be drones. Sexy. I don't care what anybody says about the C8 Corvette.
I like it.
Except for the back. Actually, that one doesn't look bad. They're a good bargain. They're expensive, but you know, for what you're getting, they're a wicked bargain.
What's the actual?
Exotic to me is like,
But it isn't accurate for it.
it's dumb. Like,
That's domestic?
what did you say? I heard
Acura's
Acura.
domestic.
Accurate domestic?
They don't make those in Japan.
I don't think they do. I know Lexuses
you
are
don't know
made.
that?
I know Lexus in
That's
Japan.
why that's why in Japan they have the Nissan Skyline, and over here it's the G35 because they don't have Infinity over there.
I know Lexus is a
That's why it's the
California.
Honda RSS, not the Acura
So
RSS.
is the Skyline exotic?
No, I wouldn't say.
How not though? Based off of what you're saying.
Well, I could be wrong.
It's a foreign.
I always took the term as exotic being a foreign.
I've heard it referred to that as well. Like it's an exotic. I could be wrong too.
Look it up.
I feel like exotic is like European.
Like what makes a hypercar
But
is
then what
like,
would make European exotic over Japanese one?
like an LFA. What would you guys consider the LFA?
Supercar.
Right, that's a supercar, right?
100%.
But I think even if you say a girl, and you say she's exotic, where's she from?
Not here.
She's from Southern America, right?
Yeah.
And she's
Or-
exotic. She's from Brazil. She's from fucking, like, you know what I mean? So she's exotic. You never say a Canadian or American girl, no matter how good she looks, is exotic.
Because they're here. Whereas maybe over in another country they would be considered exotic. Is exotic just another term for foreign? Just sounds sexier,
It does sound sexy.
you know? Exotic dancers.
What's up with this guy? He's not even toying anything.
This guy's fucking.
These are the people that need to stay off the road. So what Google says about a vehicle, right, is unique and costs a lot of money.
Okay, but just the
Ooh,
term
I
exotic.
like those Hummers, even though they're electric. I think they're cool.
What does the term exotic mean? Like, what is the definition of it? Let's see where we stand with our perception. Of
I think it means a car that is generally quite rare and
No,
high in
we're not
demand.
talking about cars. We're just in general. What is the term exotic mean? Like, if I go to Colombia, am I exotic?
Not if you go there. If you're from there.
No, but to them, would I be
So
exotic? 'Cause
the
I-
word exotic, right?
I don't think so.
It means foreign country.
There we go.
But in terms of cars,
Okay,
it means
so,
something else.
In terms of exotic is foreign countries. So if I go to Colombia, I'm exotic.
There you go, baby.
Alright.
Gina should treat you
Yes.
in Colombia.
When we go to Colombia, you got an exotic man.
That's right. You're doing her a favor over there.
And over here, she's exotic.
I didn't realize the term exotic had like two different meanings. It makes sense.
I always thought it was just foreign, right?
Yeah. Me too.
Like exotic animals.
But when,
right?
like exotic furniture or stuff like that. But with cars, I always had the idea that exotic mean expensive. Not so much performance oriented, it just meant like it's up there, like it's a poster car. Interesting. By that definition, then yeah, the Viper and the Corvette are exotic cars.
Because,
But why is a Viper exotic?
That's what I'm also saying.
no, it would be exotic if you were to import it to like Europe or something, right?
I think getting a Corvette and a Viper in North America, it's like your top tier sports cars. It's not quite, it's like just under exotic.
Okay, so we've established what exotic is, okay? What is a supercar?
I think a supercar.
No, not what you think. What is it? Let's look it up. Because now we're gonna figure out if a Viper and a Corvette is considered a supercar.
Let's see.
I'm gonna go home and
What's
be
the
like, yo, you got
difference
yourself an exotic
between-
husband.
And a supercar? A supercar and a hypercar. Performance. So essentially, supercars are fast and hypercars are faster and in limited quantities.
So a Viper's a supercar.
I don't know.
I think
Would
it's-
you? I could say okay, fine. A Viper is an exotic and a Corvette's an exotic, but
Well-
supercar status?
Well, if you were to live in England and import a US Viper, it's an exotic car.
Yeah, that okay, fine. It's a foreign car. I get it. Like what I consider
Vipers are supercar fast. What are you talking about?
they punch up. I'll say that. I think that just comes down to
Look at the fucking track records that ACR put down. How can you tell me that's not a supercar? Seriously. People just underplay it because they're Americans. That's it. And if you look at like the Euro market and like England and shit, a lot of people that got money, they will import the Mustangs from here, for example, because they're not as restricted as over there.
yeah. So then you guys will also say like Porsche GT3 RSs, they're like supercars.
That's a supercar for sure.
Right.
100%.
So then would we say anything like BMW M3 and then that type? What would you call that?
It's a sports
It's
car.
not an exotic, right?
That's a sports car.
It's a sports car.
Technically, it could be an exotic because it's
Yeah.
foreign.
People in the US call them exotics. BMW is exotic.
And hypercars are just like limited quantity, absolutely ridiculous stats on paper.
I think the difference between hypercar and supercar is like McLaren 765 and McLaren
Oh,
P1.
it's a nice Fox body. No, the Fox body has grown on me like tremendously over the years. I used to hate them when I was a kid. Especially like that 80s styles one before they did the update.
I used to call it the fag body.
Yeah, I used to call it the Rustings. Even remember you had a Mustang for a very short time, that green one? No, that body style is growing on me too.
It was
now.
blue.
It was blue?
Yeah.
That would have made a wicked car.
I don't even know why we bought that.
I think you said your neighbor was getting rid of it.
He was.
and you
He
got
sold it for
cheap.
$500. And I was thinking to turn it into a drag car. And then I was like, I just don't like this car.
What was wrong with it that made you get rid of it? It was a V6, right? Not the V8.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Well, you could toss a fucking motor in there easy.
Yeah, now.
I don't know.
Drop in a Coyote, or you can go like an LS3. Oh, if you're going Coyote, and compare Coyote, it would be an LS1. It's too bad Ford locked the ECU out by now. They said the Mustang is doing so bad that the Mustang E outsold it.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous. And not at the same time, one is like a family. It was always going to outsell it, I guess.
Could it have to do with the price of gas?
I think personally, because they're so unmodifiable, like the ECU's locked. You're only locked to a Whipple supercharger. And then for your fueling, you got to do some janky shit that could blow your engine up. And given the price on how much those things are, you're not going to do that shit. I don't like the interior. I don't like how they stuck two iPads side by side, and that's it.
I don't like the way every car is doing that now. It just looks like a screen that's just...
If you look at Kalen's car, there are two screens in there, but they're well integrated. Like, your cluster still looks like a cluster, even though it's digital. And they didn't put like a big honking tablet on the dash. It's all in. I've always liked Mazda interiors. I think they always do a good job on that shit.
I don't like the digital clusters.
Kalen's one is pretty good. Honestly, I didn't like it at first, but like, it's alright. But they did something weird in his car. They made one analog and I think the tachometer? No, the tachometer is analog. And the speedometer is digital. And it's pretty cool. You can switch it between like kilometers and miles per hour when you're over in the stateside. I like how they
There's this guy just sitting next to me like this.
like how Toyota did theirs is so dope. It's like an afterthought. It's like, oh yeah, we gotta put all this shit in.
Yeah.
Just stick it there.
That's what I don't like about it. I like everything blended in, like looking like a donuts.
But what Toyota also does good is like all your heater controls, climate controls, all of that's still tactile, old school. It's not integrated into anything. Oh, it's that stupid wire prop that's sparking out. Oh yeah, I hear it.
Piece of the exhaust.
I don't think it's exhaust. I think it's on fire. Pull over and somewhere, Chad. I love how this thing functions. I think it's that same wire that's driving. Hopefully. Because we're gonna have to do some strappage.
Technical difficulties.
That thing's been dragging for so long and nobody ever said anything to us. So it's coming around the other side.
It's not light. I don't got any snips on them.
Look at this fucking bending. You know. Well, welcome to the Indio Show. Some technical difficulties. Nothing serious. Just a clothes hanger dragging on the roof.
What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell?
You know, Ford makes like shit like the Bronco. What happened?
I like the new models. Not those ones.
Not those ones. Even the new ones. No, they're based off of that shit. Fuck that. Well, it's not just Ford. It's everybody else doing it.
Is that this snow?
I think so, you know.
What's banging?
I
Is
think
it
there's
the exhaust?
I think there's a Honda route coming up. We can pull into there. Or exit out. It's not good looking at doing this on the highway. Oh yeah, I think that's on the way here, right?
I think it's the exhaust.
It shouldn't be, like, that shit was toughed up there.
You have a good shoulder here.
Yeah, but if we gotta
Just
fucking
exit
shit up.
out. Before some idiot, like, beelines towards.
Yeah.
Maybe we throw a strap around the car. And, like, if we have it.